What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode on the Xbox One. So guys, I totally forgot to mention in the last episode that we have the January transfer window coming up. In this episode we only have one match because we have a shit ton of notifications transfer negotiations but we are going to technically get notifications. But anyway, we do have one match in today's episode and it is against Arsenal. It's a home match, but we do have a very big transfer coming up later in the episode, so stay tuned for that. So I just want to quickly recap the last episode for you guys. The first match we had against Tottenham Hotspur, Gomez actually did say he wanted the first team role because he had good momentum going up. He wanted to play in that match. And unfortunately, he didn't really provide us with anything. We ended up getting smacked 2-1 at White Hart Lane. The stats didn't really, I don't know, I don't think it was very fair for us to be, we had a lot of shots. We had 6 shots, 3 on target, but we did get dominated in the possession, 58-42. 14 tackles to their 10. 0 fouls both matches, and we do have 2 corners to their 0, so it was just very unfortunate. We just didn't really take our chances in that match. But then in the next match, we ended up winning 2-1 over Stoke City, and in that match, Stoke City were really hard to beat. It was actually Edison Cavani to score the first goal, and then Gomez actually came off the bench. So at least he proved himself in one sort of match. But yeah, we have the transfer window coming up later in the episode. But let's talk about this match against Arsenal, who are currently first in the Barclays Premier League. Who look like they're going to have a fantastic season this year. But Walcott running down the wing. I don't know why my defense couldn't manage to contain him. It took until my third defender to get him back. But Arsenal do whip in a ball, and Zut unfortunately didn't get into it. Daniel Agger trying to clear it. But I was just trying to whip it out of my defense, just trying to get it out as soon as possible. But what can you say about that goal there? It was well placed through ball from Ozil to find Dzeko, the former Man City player, and just to score just before half time was very disappointing. But we do manage to clear one right on the goal line. Like, Arsenal weren't being relentless. Podolski on the ball, trying to find Ozil, but he pulls it back to Giggs. And maybe I should be trying to sign some Arsenal players because they are doing really well in the Premier League. Dzeko there holding up the ball, and that was just a very unfortunate piece of play. I thought Dzeko wouldn't have the agility to kind of get the 2 shots off if I brought out Zut, but he goes with the back heel and manages to get it back on his left foot. Just look at this. He hits it back and then he just goes around with his left, which is just ridiculous. So we do end up losing another match, a 2-1 loss against Arsenal. Edison Cavani only picking up the one other goal, and that unfortunately the clip didn't work because it got corrupted. I do apologise about that, guys, but it was just a normal cut back in. So we end up losing 2-0 against Spurs, who were currently 6 at the time when we versed them, and then we went and lost to the Arsenal. So it's very disappointing. But we've got some good news coming up here. Julius Caesar has come back from Toronto, and I'm actually pretty interested in using him, rotating him more than Zut. But we do get a lot of transfer offers in this window for Danny Welbeck, so it's going to be very interesting to see if he stays at the club. A 21 million bid from Atletico Madrid, and I did do a counter for a $45 million transfer. We did buy him for 13 million from Manchester United. So I don't know. I really want to go for a very insane bid, like I sold Rémy for 65 million and I sold Taarabt for 60 when they were both worth around about the 20 million sort of mark. But Julius Caesar is 35 years of age. He's an 82 overall, so he's still a very good goalkeeper. And seeing that Zut is a 77, so he has 5 more overall stats than him. So I'm going to play Julius Caesar. We did get an international management offer from Australia, and like I said, I don't really want to do international careers. But Atletico Madrid do counter with an offer for 26 million. Now we do get an outstanding offer from Chelsea here from Edison Cavani, and the offer was 68 million. I thought, right, if we're going to sell him, we're going to sell him for 110 million because that is just ridiculous. I don't really want to sell Cavani, but if we do get an audacious bid, I might have to let the striker go. But we did a simulation match against QPR. Menez and Hoilett picking up 1 goal each. But we do get another offer from Chelsea here for 97 million. We did pick up Edison for 50 million plus. Austin, which is really 60 million more so. We do get a offer here from Murphy to go out on loan, and I'm going to let him, since we've got Julius Caesar back and Zut. And Edison Cavani Chelsea comes back with another offer for 103 million for Edison Cavani, and I do accept the transfer. So we're getting a 40 million extra cash on that, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now we do have the Capital One Cup match against Liverpool. Now I did say I didn't care about the FA Cup. I don't care about the Capital One. I'm just going to auto resolve. I'm just going to simulate the match. I want to focus on the Premier League and try to get European football. If I simulate, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I don't really care. But Daniel Agger actually picked up a red card, so he couldn't actually play against his former club. So I'm going to simulate the match here. Jose Enrique, Torre, and Gerrard are actually injured. And we end up winning 2-1, which is really quite surprising. Kabul and Menez picking up 1 goal each, but Henderson wasn't able to keep the clean sheet. So Sebastian Rode ended up picking up a card for that. But we do get a transfer for Bakary Sagna, and I'm quite happy for the Frenchman to go. He did have a good run at the first half of the season, but guys, we sold Edison Cavani to Chelsea for 103 million. We got allocated 88, which is absolutely bullshit, by the way. And now Edison Cavani is a Chelsea player. So now we have 103 million, or we've got 88, which I find that absolutely bullshit to play with. But we still made a profit on Edison Cavani, and we're really going to need to bring in we realistically have enough money to buy 2 more strikers. We did have a simulation match here against QPR. We ended up winning 3-1. Gomez picking up 2 goals as the replacement striker for Edison. We did get an offer here from Surikson, a short-term loan, and I'm quite happy to do so. Daniel Agger, we've still got Daniel Agger Kabul. He's quite young, so I'm going to let him go out on loan. Kamdal is going to go on a loan to Rovers. Basically, I don't think he's going to have... I don't know if he's going to go up in stats, but with that much money, I was trying to bring Taarabt back. I was trying to look for a lot of players. Sergio Aguero, who is an 88 overall, 26 years of age, and we did put a 50 million bid in for the striker, and Real Madrid did accept for that. So 50 million, which is not that much when you think about it. And I was looking for this other striker called Immobile. I think it's spelled immobile, but I'm pretty sure it's Immobile. We accepted a bid for 30 million, so we're trying to bring in 2 strikers, Sergio Aguero and Immobile, and Gabbiadini. It's a Cam, 23-year-old, trying to buy him. I was trying to buy Jovetic, who was a transfer target for the first window, funnily enough, so maybe he could join the club. Barcelona do reject a bid from Taarabt. But the player who's going to be replacing Edison Cavani is Sergio Aguero, 88 overall, 26 years of age. Who would have thought that Sergio would be coming back to the Premier League to play for QPR? And guys, we still have another 30 million to try and sign a new striker. So that quite possibly could be Jovetic. It could be Immobile. But I think Sergio Aguero is actually a better player than Edison Cavani. But you guys will have to wait to the next episode to see the new striker. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel. I do apologise if you didn't want me to sell Edison, but that's how you make money in career mode. We've done it all the way through this career mode. We've lost our best strikers, and then we've got a better one. So hopefully on this path we could sign Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi later on in the future. We sold Rémy for Barcelona for 65 million. We sold Taarabt for 65 million. And we bought Edison Cavani for 50 million plus Austin. And then we ended up selling him for 103 million. Although we only got allocated 88 million, we can still get some more money from the board. But thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it, guys. And make sure to go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye, guys. Thanks a bunch.